YouTube, it's Real Rob. Boy, back with another video. See, when you are ordained by God, when God has chosen you for a specific purpose in life, you are and you will be immediately targeted by the forces of evil. No matter where you go, no matter what you try to do, and no matter how many people that you come across in this lifetime, you will forever be in a constant battle against the forces of evil. But do not fear evil. Do not run from evil. Don't run, because God has given us the tools and the power in which we need to destroy the forces of evil. It's not something that you should fear, but it's you shouldn't fear evil. You should look evil in the face, right up in the face, and let evil know that you cannot destroy me, you cannot break me, for I come from God. And evil is going to stray away from you. But no matter what you do in life, you're going to be battling demons because you are chosen by God. And they can see that. But remember, light will always whoop the darkness. Light is going to always outshine darkness. Good will always overcome evil. Always. God's children will always prosper and come out on top, no matter what. We're going to always come out on top. See, when you are chosen by God, you will never fit in this world. You are incapable of fitting in. You will never fit in because you have the power, the eyesight to see exactly the world for what it is and how fake and evil it is. You're not going to fit in if you're chosen by God. It is impossible for you to fit in. We are not here to fit in. We are here for a specific purpose. There's no fitting in where we come from. See, when you are chosen, you don't see, nor think, nor feel on the playing field that regular human beings feel on. We think our thought patterns is on a whole nother different level. You couldn't think like a regular human being if you tried. Our thought patterns is so above the norm, it is ridiculous. Because we possess the Holy Spirit. We possess the spirit of discernment. See, God gave us his eyes and his ears in order for us to see through manipulation, deceit, illusions, witchcraft, and curses. See, we see everything as clear as it gets because we live in truth. And we are awake. But the rest of the world, majority of the world, is asleep by choice. So chosen ones will never fit in this world because we are not meant to fit in. And that goes for the workplace as well. Because the forces of evil run the workplace as well. See, the forces of evil run the work field as well. So if you're looking for a job and if you're a chosen one, if you're looking for a job, there's a possibility, a strong possibility that you won't even get hired just because of who you are and what you are. Because the forces of evil run the workplace. These dummies run the world. See, like a typical person, you're going to put in your application, play the waiting game. They're going to call you for an interview. See, the thing is, they're going to call you for an interview, and they're going to tell you that they are in need of work. They're going to tell you that they are in need of help badly, that it's urgently hiring. Like they're going to be in need of workers. So you filled out the application because, hey, you know what, let me apply for this because they look like they need somebody. They look like they can use my help. So let me apply for this job. See, during the interview process, they going to get your hopes up. They going to tell you that you are qualified for the job. They're going to try to make it seem like that they going to hire you. They're going to tell you everything like when can you start. They're going to put you on the schedule. They're going to say that, hey, we're going to put you on the schedule for this week. We're going to put you on the schedule for Sunday. You can start this day. Getting all of your hopes up. But the truth of the matter is, they are completely lying and deceiving you. Because demons, just like they father, it's the masters of deceit. They're going to tell you everything that you want to hear during that interview and during that hiring process, but it is what happens once you leave. See, it's a different story once you leave. See, when you in people's faces as a chosen one, they're going to pretend like they like you. They're going to smile at you. They're going to leave you high. But the moment you leave, you finna be left dry because you left. Because they work for the devil. And the devil hates God's children. And the devil is God's biggest enemy. See, children of the devil can sense the presence of God's children from a mile away. They can, soon as we enter the room, all eyes on us. They can sense us from a mile away. That's how powerful our presence is. That's how powerful the Spirit of God is. They can sense it from a mile away. See, as soon as you are face to face with a demon, you are recognized immediately because of the power of God within you. And because of this, in the work field, you are already X'd out because guess what? After that interview is over, they are going to say to you that they will give you a call, but they never will. They never will. See, it's not that you didn't meet the job requirements. It's not that you didn't have what it takes to fulfill that role or that duty in which position that you applied for. You wasn't underqualified. You was overqualified because God's children are above average. See, the truth is, you met the requirements and then some. And during the interview process, they saw how charismatic you was. They saw how you possess great discipline and great leadership skills. They see how you possess great communicative skills. They see how powerful that you was. They see how powerful you are. They knew that you was a good worker. They knew that if you stepped foot in that establishment, you was going to help that establishment be great. But it was because it was ran by the forces of evil, they could not allow that. Because most workplaces are ran not by discipline, but by manipulation. See, they knew that they knew if they hired you, that you was going to be in a leadership position regardless. Because God's chosen children, we are natural leaders. And the people that's trying to hire you and the people that you work with that's in management position or just in an upper position, they're not leaders. They just got that position due to the fact that they was working there for a long time and somebody just said, hey, look, since you've been here for like 10, 30 years, we're going to offer you a position because you slaving for us anyway. They are slaves. You not. God's children are not slaves. We are free. They know that. And 9 times out of 10, we weren't even going to be working there for a long period of time anyway, because if you are a true child of God, you're going to use that workplace to your advantage. So you're going to do what you need to do and get the fuck up out of there because you refuse to live a stereotypical 9-to-5 average lifestyle anyway. We was above average in the first place. You're above average and they're not. They seen you. They seen it in you and they couldn't stand that shit. So that's why they didn't hire you. That's the truth. It wasn't you. It was them. They was threatened by who you was. So they didn't hire you. See, they was threatened by your ability to communicate and think freely. They knew that they couldn't manipulate you. They knew that they couldn't get you to do other people's work, that you was going to continue to do your work. They knew they couldn't lie to you. That's why they didn't hire you. That's the truth. It wasn't you, it was them. Don't feel fucked up. Don't feel bad about it. No, you can smile about it. Because guess what? They didn't do you a favor. This is the thing. They did you a favor because they didn't waste your time. They wasted your time by calling your phone and scheduling that interview. But guess what? They didn't wait. They didn't waste no time because let me tell you something. That was a blessing in disguise. See, the blessing in disguise is that they didn't get you, that you didn't get hired because God has something even better in store for you. You just sit tight and hold on and let God bless you because the blessing's gonna come regardless. And I'm finna be honest, as you see, and I don't care what workplace it is. I don't care if you making six figures. I don't care what job you work. Let me tell you something. They gonna hire the drug dealers. They gonna hire the drug addicts. They gonna hire the toxic women. They gonna hire all these toxic people. But the moment you apply, they not gonna hire you. The person that actually wants to work, they not gonna fucking hire you. They not gonna hire you because you actually want to work. You see, you actually playing it by the rules, and you actually do things by the book. And people in the workplace they don't do nothing by the book. This is America. Nothing is never done by the book. They've been cheating since day one. They've been manipulating since day one. You go your ass up in there and try to play that shit by the rules. They ain't even gonna hire you. And if you hired already, they gonna come against you. And you gonna be looking like, wait a minute, this dude. It's not that you gonna start comparing, but you gonna be like, wait a minute, this man sell drugs. He be on the internet with all these. This dude, this girl, she pregnant. And I'm not judging her, but I thought this was a high-end place. I thought this was a place where you can make six figures. I thought this was a place where I know I can get some money, but it's like they hiring these people over me. They fucked up, but I'm not fucked up. Exactly. It's because they fucked up. See, fucked up people are easy to manipulate. Them bosses, them higher ups, they manipulate. They are slaves. God's chosen children, we are not slaves, and we can never be a slave. That's why you wasn't hired. It wasn't you, it was them. They saw what you was, and they was threatened and intimidated by it. So they wasted your time, but they didn't waste your time. They did you a favor. Don't worry. As God's chosen children, we're going to always win in the end because can't nobody stop, can't nobody block, can't nobody put a hold on the blessings that God has in store for us. See, sometimes when God removes certain things out of your life, it's not a loss, it's a W because it ain't doing nothing but preparing you for the future. See, those people that didn't hire you, those people that didn't give you a chance, they have no future. God's children have a future. And we're going to succeed. And those people are going to be left with the old reaction. They're going to be like, oh, shit. I remember when that dude applied for this job. I remember when we didn't give him an opportunity. He applied for this job, but they're going to think we didn't hire him. But you want to know what the blessing is going to be? You've already acquired everything that you needed to acquire without even having that job because you didn't need that job. It wasn't a need. It shouldn't be a need. It was more of a want. It shouldn't be a need. Stay blessed.